Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. It is time for iVEDIIC 2022. Have you been using illustration in teaching and learning process? Let us tell you about this illustration. Illustrations and words can work together. By using illustration, the learners can visualize the facts, concepts, and also the storyline that involve in glucose metabolism topic, for example. Hence, using pictures or illustration, it could help the learners see what the words describe, but also help the learners understand the words themselves. This illustration is actually drawn by using Microsoft PowerPoint and also Canva tools. The idea came from one of the cartoon series called The West Waldo, where dozens of people doing so many amusing things at different locations. So we can say that the analogy of this cartoon series is like our cells in our body can do so many amazing things at different locations or different organelles. With some imaginative concepts, the metabolic town is showing the connection of the three metabolic pathways, which are glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain. Glycolysis is the initial pathway that happens in cytosol, which at the end will produce pyruvate and an ADH molecule. The pyruvate produced will be oxidized to acetyl-CoA molecule before entering the second pathway, which is Krebs cycle. Subsequently, the Krebs cycle will produce GTP, iVEDIIC2, and an ADH. The iVEDIIC2 and an ADH will be transported through and will get involved in the electron transport chain pathway, which will happen in the inner membrane of mitochondria. The electron transport chain process is ultimately the biggest ATP provider in our metabolic pathway system. So, this relationship is being crafted in the form of a little town or neighborhood in one storyline. The learners are actually having a difficulty to understand the connections of these three metabolic pathways, which include glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain. So the main objective of this product that derive from that problem statement is we are going to improve the learner's understanding about these three metabolic pathways connections. This illustration is printable and bingo, it is also can be kept as an e-copy. Indirectly, it is helpful to low bandwidth internet users. From our findings, the use of illustration is still valid among current generation for their learning process. And from that, it instills the uniqueness of this product by highlighting the validity of using illustration in teaching and learning trend. By implementing illustration, it can breed a lifelong learning element among the students, which is applicable to their broad spectrum of learning process or even in their career world. It is great to receive a positive attitude towards this illustration. So the students agree that this illustration enhance their motivation and interest towards biochemistry course. And also, they also agree that this illustration helping them in revision process. So we are sharing as well a few findings here, which saying that 86% of the students have improved their understanding in these topics. 86% of the students said it provides positive learning experience, and finally, almost 80% of the students have improved their knowledge in these topics. Thank you for watching to everyone. Stay strong and stay safe. Bye!